Hi, I'm Basavaraj Sonagatti from basunivesh.com, and in this video I will share you my top 10 SIP mutual funds to invest in India in 2020. Before jumping into investment, let us understand the basics of investment. The first and foremost important aspect you have to understand is don't invest just because you have a surplus. You must have your financial goals in mind before jumping into investment. Whatever you invested or whatever you are going to invest must be linked to your financial goals. The second important aspect, what I am trying to say is that asset allocation. I follow the simple strategy like this. If your goal is less than 5 years, don't go for any equity, stick to debt. And if your goal is more than 5 years to 10 years, follow the strategy of debt to equity in the ratio of 60 to 40. However, if your goal is more than 10 years, then follow the strategy of debt to equity in the ratio of 40 to 60. Set a realistic return expectation because we don't know how the market will work out or else how the fund will perform. So it is always better to have a realistic expectation. I usually follow the return expectation like from debt I will expect around 6% return and from equity around 10% return. Number of funds you must have. See, many of us having around 10, 20 or 25 mutual funds, it doesn't serve any purpose for you and it will not create any better diversified portfolio. So stick to 4 to 5 funds for your overall portfolio. Now, because of SEBI recategorization and the concept of introduction of total return index in India, I completely adopting the index funds in my fund selection, or else you may call these as a passive funds. When I say passive funds, three things matters to us while choosing the funds. The first one is expense ratio. The lower the expense ratio, that will be a better for me. The second one is tracking error. Tracking error is nothing but the difference between index return to the fund return. If it is lower, then it will be better for me. The fourth one is AUM. I usually choose the fund which is having a higher AUM. I feel that the fund manager having a better position to manage the sudden inflow and outflow. Let us now jump into my fund selection. The first category of a fund which I am going to suggest you large cap funds. In large cap funds, I am sticking to the old funds which I suggested in year 2019. Those are UTI Nifty Index Fund Direct Growth and HDFC Index Fund Sensex Plan Direct Growth. In mid cap space, I am sticking to passive funds rather than the last year active funds. So these are ICICI Pru Nifty Next 50 Index Fund Direct Growth and UKI Nifty Next 50 Index Fund Direct Growth. Notice that Nifty Next 50 is actually an essence of both large cap and mid cap. Because of this, it acts in the same way like a mid cap when we consider volatility. So that is the reason I am adopting Nifty Next 50 Index Fund rather than the active mid cap fund. By definition, even Nifty Next 50 is considered as a large cap, but I will consider this category as a mid cap. In case of multi-cap funds, I am suggesting Parag Parikh Long-Term Equity Fund, Direct Growth, and Axis Multi-Cap Fund, Direct Growth. But I'm slightly inclined towards Parag Parikh Long-Term Equity Fund because of its global exposure. In case of small cap funds, I am suggesting DSP Small Cap Fund Direct Growth and Franklin India Smaller Companies Fund Direct Growth. In case of hybrid funds, I'm sticking to the old funds which are HDFC Hybrid Equity Fund Direct Growth and Franklin India Equity Hybrid Fund Direct Growth. Finally, these are my top 10 best SIP mutual funds to invest in India for 2020. In large cap, UTI Nifty Index Fund and HDFC Index Fund Sensex Plan. In mid cap, ICICI Pru Nifty Next 50 Index Fund and UTI Nifty Next 50 Index Fund. However, if you are inclined towards active funds, you can go with HDFC Mid Cap Opportunities Fund or else Franklin India Prima Fund. In case of multi-cap, I am sticking to Parag Parikh Long-Term Equity Fund and Axis Multi-Cap Fund. In case of small cap, I am sticking to DSP Small Cap Fund and Franklin India Smaller Companies Fund. Now, what strategy I follow while constructing the portfolio? For debt, I usually use RDs, FDs, EPF, PPF, Sukanya Samruddhi, and overnight funds or liquid funds. I will never go other than these categories. For equity, I follow these four strategies. The first one is 50% large cap and 30% in a Nifty Next 50 and 20% in hybrid. And the second strategy is 50% large cap, 30% in the Nifty Next 50, 20% in a multi cap. Third one, 50% in a large cap, 20% in a Nifty Next 50, and 30% in a hybrid. And the fourth one is 50% in a large cap, 20% in Nifty Next 50, and 30% in multi cap. You notice that I stick to 50% large cap because it will give me a stability and lower volatility towards my overall equity portfolio. If you have any questions, doubts in constructing the portfolio or selecting the funds, you can always comment to this video. I'm always ready to help you out through replying to your comments. One more thing I want to bring to your notice that if you are interested to conduct an unbiased financial planning awareness event in your organization or society, you can approach me through email, which I shared it here. I'm always ready to conduct such events. Thank you and best of luck.